Hello, this is Jama Malmy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm making this diagonal fold card to hold my kids' school pictures in to send to their Mimi and Papa. So I thought it would be a fun way to send the pictures instead of just slipping them into a normal card. I did follow a tutorial, which I will link that below, but I'm going to show you everything that I did for this. Now I'm just going through some paper that I had pulled out that matches the colors. I didn't like that floral one. It was a little too busy. I chose this one, but then look at what happened. Don't make the same mistake as I did. When you flip it after making it, the hearts are upside down. So use something that does not have to be just one way. So I ended up using these polka dots, which are from the Heart Happy paper pack that is now retired. It was available in January and February, but I am still using it here because I hadn't actually played with it yet, and these colors went perfectly. I actually am glad that that other one didn't work out, except that I wasted a bunch of that paper, but I ended up liking this better. I like the red on the other side. So when you choose your paper, keep in mind that the other side is going to show in the middle diagonal piece. So you're going to want to use something where you like both patterns of the paper and you want both of them to show. And it's also helpful if they both don't have to be oriented a certain way. So I am putting adhesive around the edges of all of the parts, and you'll see I have to kind of maneuver some of the glue to get the photos in. Oh, and here I missed a spot, so I used a glue pen, which worked just fine. But to get the photos in here, I had to kind of scoot some of the adhesive over. I didn't get it close enough to the edge. I wasn't really thinking about that at the time, making sure that it fit. It was not a problem. I ended up able to kind of nudge it over and get everything to fit, but just keep that in mind so that what you want to put in there fits. So then I played around with the card that was going to go in the front pocket. I wanted to put a little note that they can pull out that says who it's to and from, and then I also added a little note on the back. So that 3x4 card I pulled out of one of the Picture My Life kits, and I didn't like the colors with it. So then I pulled out this XOXO paper, which is also from the Heart Happy paper kit, and I liked that, and I put the white border acetate over it to add a little bit of fun interest. Then I started playing with these stickers from the Heart Happy kit and added that kind of journaling spot on top of the acetate. And then that also gave me a spot to hide some adhesive. I put the adhesive behind that sticker to adhere the acetate to that mint colored paper. Now you'll see here that I tried stapling through everything. The stapler does not go through the acetate. So I got it looks like it stayed here, but it didn't. It didn't go all the way through. It barely went through it all. So I kept trying and kept failing. So what I ended up doing was just stapling through the ribbon, and then I put a glue dot on the back and just adhered it to the acetate. And then it looks like it was stapled all the way through, and no one will know. I added a little note to Mimi and Papa. I also wrote more on the back, but I didn't show that in the photos. Now I'm using the March stamp of the month for this, and some of you are going to cringe here in a minute because I am going to completely cut apart this poor stamp. I am performing stamp surgery. All I wanted was the remember so that it would fit in that heart. And I don't have a problem cutting apart my stamps. I've never cut something out from the middle of something like this before, but what I figured is as I always figure, I can mount it as intended, again, if I want to, but I thought I would probably use that remember stamp more often than everything together. So I don't have a problem doing this. If you don't like doing this, then you can mask off with Post-it note or masking tape or washi tape or whatever, or just ink up that one part you need. So I left the little line that also goes above remember and tried stamping it, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to cut that off too. And so all I have is remember. So that one stamp is now 3 stamps. I stuck the sticker onto cardstock because I'm going to put it onto foam squares, and I didn't want to have to worry about the stickiness underneath the foam and anything sticking to it. I don't mind fussy cutting this out. And I kind of did it so the scissors sort of went just under the edge of the sticker. So it doesn't matter if it's not totally perfect. The sticker is covering it, if that makes sense. Now I have all these foam squares left over from my shaker card windows. I've already used the shaker rings, but the nice thing about those shaker window foam kits is you have lots of foam squares afterwards. And I love making shaker cards, so I have lots of foam left over. Now I am going to add a little bit more stamping from that same stamp set, this little open heart along the red diagonal line. Everything I stamp is in the candy apple red color, which is that gorgeous, perfect rainbow red color. Adding a few other little stickers as embellishments from that same sticker sheet. And then I added that same heart to the little note. And I thought it just needed a little something else still. So I pulled out my embellishing thread, and I'm just making a little mess of the thread. I'm holding it together with a little glue dot. I have a glue dot around the edge I was pinching. And I'm just going to stick that right under the foam squares, and the foam squares are holding it in place. And that's all there is to it. Then I pulled out my Heart Us Sequins to add the finishing touches. These sequins are gorgeous. They are like an iridescent, they have an iridescence to them. They're really pretty, and they're self-adhesive, which makes them awesome. So that is about it. Here's a closer look at everything. Super fun, and they loved it. Thanks so much for watching today. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll link everything that I use below. Thanks a lot and have a great day.